What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I figured I'd mention this. I've been tweeting about it nonstop, as I think everyone else has. Former Bruin Reilly Smith having a great series against the New York Islanders as a member of the Florida Panthers, and is there buyer's remorse by the Bruins? Given how productive he's been, not only this season having 25 goals, but also in the playoffs, and given that Jimmy Hayes kind of sucked this year. Obviously the hometown kid, that whole cute coming home story. The thing here is, yes, Hayes sucked for the last 3/4 of the season, 2/3 of the season, whatever. But Reilly Smith struggled mightily in the last half, 2/3 of the 14-15 season with the Bruins. It really and truly at times was painful to watch him play. It just felt like the kid was snake bitten, and he was playing a lot with Bergeron and Marchand. That was his line. I think he started a little bit of time with Krejci. The shots weren't falling. He wasn't playing at the level he's capable of, and you saw him have a great year. The year before that with that Bergeron and Marchand line. The other Bruins won the President's Trophy, so the kid had talent. It was just a matter of giving him a clean slate, giving him a fresh chance somewhere else. Don Sweeney did it, and also the other thing kind of gets lost in that trade is they also moved Mark Savard's contract. Underrated. I'm not saying it's underrated to move it, but obviously we know Savard's not going to play again, much like Philly moving Chris Prongers to Arizona. You look at from their cap perspective, he was on LTIR during the season, but during the offseason it was some kind of carryover issues. But you look at it as it's one less thing I have to worry about. And I hate putting a guy like Mark Savard that went through a whole lot with injuries and represented himself and the team with nothing but class and dignity on and off the ice, referring to him as getting it out of the way. But you all knew he wasn't going to play. It's essentially just dead money. You flip it. You bring in Jimmy Hayes, who had a pretty good year last year with Florida. Obviously, the success didn't carry over with the hometown team, and it was just kind of a tough situation for him in Boston. But Reilly Smith, again, 25 goals this season and looked very, very good for long stretches. And you look at what he was as a college hockey player and what he was when he come up with Dallas and when he broke in with the Bruins. You could tell he had a lot of talent. 51 points 2 years ago. Again, last year it was just kind of a tough go for him, but 8 points in 3 playoff games. Bruins are obviously at home on the sideline, so you can write those stories all you want, but the bottom line is, if Jimmy Hayes had produced this season like he did the year before in Florida, maybe the Bruins are in the playoffs too. We're not having this discussion. And again, if you watched Reilly Smith play down the stretch last season like I did, it's kind of at times like, So, as much as I love getting on Don Sweeney for things, I thought it was a good move at the time. So, I guess I'm an asshole too. By the way, nobody's giving Jim Dillon any shit for trading away Reilly Smith. The guy they traded him for doesn't even have any points, hasn't even played in the playoffs. I tweeted that the other night, and someone had to explain my own joke to me. I'm like, yeah, I get it. But whatever. Bottom line, not defending Don Sweeney, but Smith, you could tell, would be benefited by a change of scenery, and clearly he has been. So, see how it all shakes up, and if Florida can come back and being down 2-1 in their series to New York Islanders. And that's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season, throughout the playoffs, and beyond. Later, guys.